The people, it looks like we are live on the scene. This is
We
good. We
are.
have upped our Believe Vacations interview game. But it's
Right.
you. We always
Hey.
up our game when it's you. Welcome to another Believe Vacations exclusive video. My name is Brian Pavlik. This is so exciting because in all the times that we've done this, we have never done one live from like inside of Disney. And leave it to my good buddy Ashley Suit to surprise me today. I had a feeling. I saw her Instagram today, and of course we're going to run all of her contact information. I saw she was in the parks. I said, "Oh, are we going to do?" First of all, Ashley, how are you?
Oh, I'm great, thank you.
I'm
I mean,
excited.
how could I not be?
I'm telling you, I threw up the Orange Bird because I was like, she's an Orange Bird fan. I know she loves it. But here you
Love
are,
it.
you surprised me with an even better background. Tell me where you are. Tell me what you're celebrating because I see something behind your right ear. What's
Yeah,
going on? Where
sure.
are you? And what are we doing today?
Yeah, so I'm at the Grand Floridian Resort, which is on the monorail loop, right? A hop, skip, and a jump from Magic Kingdom. I'm in the lobby, and they are celebrating Easter in the spring season. They are known for their chocolate Easter egg creations that they make every year. They're sprinkled throughout the lobby. Everyone is edible in theory, but there's ropes up. So you can buy your own eggs and treats at the Grand Cottage, which is new this year.
Yeah.
You may be familiar with the gingerbread house at Christmas. I know I'm bouncing all over the place.
You're
but
fine. I love it.
the excitement is real. Yeah, so special treats and just beautiful. They were doing the flower arrangement up front. Oh, see, they're working right now live and in person on one of their famous florals. So yeah,
I'm telling you, this is on site. I feel like we are a news agency doing live reporting. It's so great. And as
back to
you
you,
said,
Brian.
it's exciting because that's exactly what we're talking about. We're going to talk about just special events and holidays and how you celebrate them at Disney. And of course, Ashley being such a local expert, she's been to many. We're going to talk about the big ones, obviously, that a lot of our clients say, is it a good time to go down? And we'll tell you why it is and why it isn't. We'll also throw in some of those random holidays. What about those long weekend holidays? And what about special occasions throughout the year? And Ashley, of course, is the expert of all those good things. So she said, yeah, Brian, let's jump on. Let's talk about it. So Ashley, we're going to hit these first ones kind of quickly because I think people can understand why they are so important on the holiday seasons and on the calendar. And we don't have to go into them too much because I think they're pretty well fleshed out as far as other articles and research and things. So let's make this just a simple yes or no and maybe a reason why. We're going to talk about the big ones, when you should go to Disney or why you should not. And you're going to be honest with us because that's why we have you. You're just going to level straight with us. But do the pros outweigh the crowds, if you will? If you go during New Year's, we get it all the time. I want to go down to New Year's. Sometimes we have friends that come down to you for the bowl game that's in the, Orlando, the Citrus Bowl and all there. Does the pros of going to Disney at New Year's outweigh all the crowds? Your honest assessment.
Okay, I have to say, I think it truly depends, and I know that's playing neutral, but it's true. If you want to come and do the rides and see it all, maybe that's not the best time to come. But if you want to come because it's exciting and everyone's just, like excited for fireworks for Christmas and soak up the vibe and do some of the rides and stuff, but know that it's going to be crowded, that you're not going to do as much otherwise, then sure. I will say this, as a local, there's a reason why many of our annual passes are blocked out the 2 weeks between Christmas and New Year's. It's because it's bananas, and most of us probably wouldn't go anyway, just the ones of us living around, just because it is kind of crazy. We usually kind of do the resort loop because there's so much at all the resorts I
was going to say, you're talking more of the scenery.
To get out of the park.
Yeah, more scenery than an experience of the attractions. And so we're going to start the end of the year. We're going to work our way backwards. So Christmas Day, I see the wait times. I see what it's like Christmas Day. And of course, people are like, oh, I'd love to be there. We would all love to be there. Ashley, are you ever going on Christmas Day? Or is that one of those where it's like, you locals have fun, support the economy?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't write it off, but right now, no, because we do our family thing. But if there was ever a time that it just turned, yeah, I would do it just for the special. It's special, it's neat. But again, it's gonna be very, very busy.
And it's a local business too. She knows what that means. Thanksgiving week. Is there a certain point in the week where you say, Brian, these days are definitely going to be the busiest, but these days during that Thanksgiving week, I think they're more tolerable? What's kind of your breakdown of Thanksgiving week?
Sure. I think the earlier end is better, but people start coming the weekend before and just take the week off now. So really that whole Thanksgiving week is kind of bookended as busy. Funny story, I came when I was in high school. I also went to high school here in Florida. And we came one day on Thanksgiving Day, just a friend of mine, thinking, who's going to go to Magic Kingdom on Thanksgiving?
Right.
Well, this was 1996, 97, and it was crazy then. So you can only imagine what it would be like now. So yes, again, if you want to get in there and are there for the rides and to see everything, you're going to have a hard go of it. But if you're just there to have fun and take it as it comes and enjoy it, I mean, you can choose to have fun or not anywhere, right?
That's right. What about Halloween Day, October 31st? Is it just, hey, Magic Kingdom may be a little crazy because of probably an after party, or is it all parks? What's kind of your recommendations if you were there at Disney on Halloween, October 31st?
Yeah, so Magic Kingdom is definitely one of the busier ones. They usually have Halloween parties there that night. All the parks might have a little uptick of people, but definitely Magic Kingdom. And then the resort, Fort Wilderness, has a great golf cart and cargo parade where people decorate and they decorate their campsite. So that's always enjoyable. And you can go trick-or-treating at different campsites. So that's something you can plan outside of the parks. Disney Springs has fun stuff going on. And there's always something fun to find on actual days themselves if you don't want to go into a theme park.
So it sounds like Halloween's a cool place to enjoy a lot more outside, but also hitting up those 3 other parks outside of Magic Kingdom. 4th of July always seemed interesting to me. It's the dead of summer. It's hot, and of course there's going to be all about patriotic and USA all the way. Do you find one park over the other to be more enjoyable on 4th of July, or how's just overall crowds that day?
Again, it's busy. People are out of school. They have long weekends. They're vacationing. It's summer. So it's a busy one, but the parks are fun. They do a special fireworks show, usually the 3rd and the 4th. So you can have 2 chances to see it. And if you don't want to watch it in the parks, you can come out around the monorail loop, maybe make a dinner reservation at one of the resorts there, and then watch the fireworks from the beach. Epcot's always fun to be in because everyone will be wearing their patriotic gear, and they may have something special going on at the America Pavilion. But on that note, other countries, I've been in Epcot before when it's been Norway's a holiday in Norway, and they decorated the Norway whole pavilion area. China, they do that as well. So it's really cool to experience different cultures.
I was going to say, we may need to find a calendar of all the different pavilions and their annual New Year or whatever it is.
That's a good idea.
Sure, it's crazy. I'm most excited because it's coming up for me. I'll be having an Easter trip. You've been there at Easter time before. You told me a little bit about all the fun stuff that happens as far as egg hunt, seeing Mr. and Mrs. Bunny, all these good things. How is Easter for you when you go? I mean, it seems like it's the perfect time of year because the weather is just ideal. The flowers are in bloom. It's Flower and Garden Festival. I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be one of my favorite trips just because of the whole seasonality of it. What do you say about kind of that Easter season?
Yeah, 100%. As I was walking in here today, I was just saying it's just gorgeous. The sky is a crystal blue. The sun's out, but there's a cool breeze. It's just beautiful. And we have spring break crowds, so it is a little busier than normal, but I think you're really going to like it. And there's just lots of good things going on. Oh, Epcot has an Easter egg scavenger hunt around the World Showcase, in addition to their festival specific ones that they always run. So, and they have cute little prizes, and yeah, you're going to love it.
Well, the final one that I'm going to ask you before we get into some more of the obscure ones, everybody always asks about going on their respective spring breaks. For Alabama, it's coming up in another couple of weeks. I know Florida has already had theirs and all over. When spring break hits because they're all coming through your hometown basically to get to the parks and all that. Advice for just spring break, because again, people are going to descend on Disney and all that, but do you have any advice for if you're going to come, don't try to cram it all in a few days, make it a longer trip, make it a shorter trip? What's kind of just basic advice that you would have as a local when you would say, hey, when you're coming down, make sure you enjoy some of this, or make sure you don't? What's kind of the spring break vibe from you?
Yeah, so spring break really here encompasses months of March and April. We kind of have both of those between schools having different breaks. That being said, it can be busy. The weather can be really variable. We had a cold front come through, we had heavy rain, but now it's gorgeous. So that's always tricky. So be sure to work with your travel planner to know what to expect.
I got you. Well, that's cool. So those were kind of those 6 or 7 that we get all the time, those big holidays when obviously school's out, it's easier to take time off from work, it's holiday, all those good things. Now we're going to talk a little bit about kind of these longer weekends, especially these holidays that fall on Mondays. I'm talking Martin Luther King Jr., Labor Day, Columbus Day. Are any of those more popular than the others, or is a Monday holiday time just a nice bumping crowd? Is it a huge bumping crowd? What's been kind of just your overall observations when it comes to those 3-day weekends, if you will?
Yeah, so they are usually a bit of a bumping crowd, but they also often coincide with race weekends, Run Disney race weekends. So you have that crowd in here as well. Yeah. If you can find one that doesn't, it's a little more of an off-season thing. And then, yeah, it's a fun time to be here too. Not too much going on for those necessarily, but right. any reason is a good reason to be at Disney.
Yeah. What is your favorite, I guess, Monday holiday between those three? Whether it's Martin Luther King, Labor Day, Columbus Day, you're kind of getting still winter-ish for you. I know it's freezing.
Yeah. I think Martin Luther King, Presidents, because of the weather. It would have to be. Yeah.
Has nothing to do with the eye farts going on at Epcot.
I mean, that might as well. All good things.
That's right. Well, the final part, we're flying through this, and I'm having so much fun just looking at the people behind you taking pictures, right? And everything. Whatever. Like I said, this is live. I'm having a great time with this one. Here we go.
I know, right? This is fun.
Great. Hey. Welcome to Florida, sir. Hi. Right? Hi.
He can't hear you.
He's never seen an egg. Look at him.
Watch somebody pick their nose.
I just want to take this in whatever cargo shorts, everything. It's beautiful. Does he got?
Yep. I mean, he gets it.
Got Birkenstocks on or New Balances? What's he rocking?
Got some New Balances.
Told you.
Like you know.
Like I know. Like I don't have mine on right now.
It's gonna be you, right? Like yeah. That's your future, bro.
Live from the Grand Floridian. You never know what's going to happen on an Ashley Suit interview, and here we are. Single special holidays. Now, I got this idea when I saw a few weeks ago. What a brilliant idea you had being at Port Orleans French Quarter on Mardi Gras. How cool is that? And was it like just describe being in that situation on that particular day for us.
Yeah, so I have to say I can't take credit for it. I mean, I was aware they did something, but I had no idea they did as much as they did. And my mommy group here kind of organized it. So thanks to them. But it was amazing. If you've never been to French Quarter or Riverside, but French Quarter, you really do feel like you're in a little pocket of New Orleans. You feel like you're in New Orleans Square at Disneyland. And then they overlay it with the Mardi Gras goodness with beads, and then they have a cargo decorating parade that winds its way down the Pascagoula River, and they have special beignets and special gumbos and foods and drinks, and then they had a party that night with a DJ, and it was so fun.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And that's why you always want to check the calendar when you go, because something may be coming up like that. And it may be an obscure kind of holiday, like a Mardi Gras type thing or so. And of course, we do know some of them, like for instance, Valentine's Day. You mentioned the importance and the special nature of Valentine's for you. What are just some of the things that we can look forward to if we were to go through Disney World at Valentine's Day? Are there a special place you would say to go, or is there a special event, or is it just Brian, it's love in the air? What better place?
Yeah, it's probably the love in the air is part of it. But I'm sure I'm forgetting something and people are yelling at their screens like, yes. So please comment below. I think that's what the kids say. Or smash that like button. Ring that bell.
Subscribe.
Anyway, I digress. Okay. So a lot of the restaurants will do specialty food items like red velvet pancakes at Kona Cafe, or what did we just have? St. Patrick's Day. They were selling green beer at Rose and Crown. I mean, really green anything. They were just putting some drops. But how cool is that? I mean, it was super fun. And everyone was wearing green, walking around Epcot and just having a good old time. And yeah, you can find little pockets of stuff anywhere. But Valentine's Day. No, I mean, a nice Valentine's Day dinner at Yachtman or Yachtman at the yacht club. Boathouse, get some oysters at the boathouse, or when Victoria Albert's opens again, which I hear is coming.
Go knock on the door. You're just
special occasion, right? Hello.
Have you met Narcoossee's? Narcoossee's pretty good.
Do you know that I feel like I must have, but I don't remember it, and I need to, because the location, I've heard good things, and the location is just great.
Come on now. You go eat at restaurants there like I eat Sundays after church in my hometown, please.
You're not lying. I just ate in Cinderella Castle for the first time ever the other day, and I'm by myself. I'm a 40-year-old woman by myself in Cinderella Castle. It was the best.
You had a good view too. I saw that on your Instagram.
Yeah, they put me right by the window.
It's awesome.
I had a champagne flight. Like, oh yeah, it was a good time.
Hey, tell me, speaking as a mother yourself, what about Mother's Day? I would actually had the opportunity of going on Mother's Day. It was great. They gave the ladies a nice little like carnation or something. I thought it was awesome and stuff. Talk a little bit about Mother's Day. Because we're especially husbands, right? Oh, am I really taking my wife to Disney for Mother's Day when we can be going to the spa, we can be going here, that, or the other? Why is it special for moms to be there on Mother's Day?
Well, first of all, she's a Disney lover. This is where she'll want to be. So that's that. But yeah, they do. They give you flowers at the resorts. They might have a special menu or something at some of the different restaurants. Plus, it's just nice for mom not to have to do the dishes, take out the trash, come stay at a Disney resort for the weekend, and go out to dinner. We've done a character meal for Mother's Day. We did Boma brunch for Mother's Day one year. So we've just done a bunch of different things, and it's been really nice. And there are spas on property. The Grand Floridian Spa just reopened, and the Four Seasons. If you want to spoil mom for Mother's Day and Father's Day, make it a joint trip in the middle, Mother's and Father's Day. Just you guys go, or take the kids because they put the kids up really well there too. Yeah.
I was just about to say, flip the script. What about Father's Day? You were kind of going into it, but I know there's golfing activities out there. Of course, we're just drawing the men should do this, women should do this lines. I get that, but it is true. You get the spa for mom, you get the golf course for dad. I know as a dad, I would love to just be there with my kids and my wife, ride rides. I know it'd be fun. I may even hug a character if we're allowed to socially. I don't know.
Right?
I know it's coming back.
Close.
It's coming back.
Yeah.
We're close.
We're close.
I get it. Well, we have to point out as we conclude here, the final special day, of course, which is someone's birthday. What better place to celebrate a birthday? And I know you've been down there on your birthday probably before. The closest I came was the week before my birthday. I wasn't there officially, so I'll have to, trial and error. I'll have to do it again, do a little field research one time. But talk about just things that you can do on your birthday. Are we still doing the I'm celebrating buttons, by the way? Have you seen those, or are we coming out? Okay, good.
No, yeah, for sure. And that's a point. You can celebrate anything at Disney. Whatever you're happy about, get a button for it and celebrate it. And the cast members are going to be just as happy and excited for you for whatever it is you're celebrating. Especially if it's your birthday, put that button on because they want to tell you happy birthday and they want to make magic. And they may bring you out a dessert with a candle at your meal, or they may pick you to be in the show and those, you know what I mean? You just never know what magic will happen. And always wear your birthday button or your celebrating button for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I am going to let you go. We usually have a big landing and all, but you are at the parks. You need to go have fun. You took a lot of time away from us. That is Ashley Sue, one of the best that you'll ever meet. She's a great friend, and I just love talking to her too. But she's very local, so she's got great advice, not just for your vacation package, but we've also done it before. She'll talk to you about what the locals do. She'll give you pointers about what's in the area, so you don't have to just stay completely in the Disney bubble. She's got all kinds of points for outlets and other parks and all that. So please make sure you talk to her. As well as your agent would believe. If she's not your primary agent, get in touch with Ashley because she'll have all kinds of advice. She may even meet you for dinner one night. Who knows? But
yeah,
I hope I get to see you sooner rather than later. If not, you enjoy your day at the Magic Kingdom. You enjoy your day at the Grand Floridian. You enjoy your day at Epcot. You just enjoy your day because you make everybody happy. As we talk all the time, the magic doesn't start when you see that castle for the first time. When you book with somebody like Ashley, and she will make all those magical memories and happy celebrations come true as she does every day with us. Ashley, thank you so much. Right. I will see you soon. For everybody else, we'll see you real soon.
Bye.
How excited were you to see that Peter Noone and Herman's Hermits were back on the docket for Garden Rocks?
I mean, I did dance with my now husband to them way back in 2013.
I thought that would have been your favorite holiday to celebrate at Disney.
My anniversary?
Dancing the Herman's Hermits.
Close second.
It's an annual tradition that COVID tried to take away from us.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be dancing until Peter Noone is
Not today.
96 years old.
Really? Like what? They're gonna wheel him out. Sorry,
I mean,
cut that out.